Ayan, ang malaking awesome. And thank you so much guys. Maraming salamat sa mga maaga dito. Of course, maraming salamat kay Papa Jesus. And of course, maraming salamat sa asawa ko na nanonood ngayon dito sa live natin. Alright, kamusta? Mabilis ang live lang tayo and papaspasan ko na to para sa inyong lahat. Okay, so marami tayong news pero pipiliin ko para sa inyo yung totoong dapat yung pakinggan. Okay, kasi maraming news kalawat kanan na tayo. So, it's becoming trending again. Cryptocurrency is becoming trending again. And we want to cut out yung mga hindi naman talaga dapat natin pinapakinggan. So, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, okay, big shoutouts kay Books, kay Jason, kay Ryan, kay Mark Joseph, yan, sa mga yung mga overseas Filipino workers natin. Big shoutout sa inyo. And, of course, yeah, diretso na natin to. Pero ako nga pala si Jose Bern, I've been here since 2017. I've been trying to trade and share you guys my wins and losses dito sa cryptocurrency since 2021 ng August. And recently, yung PUBG Penguins na shinot call natin sa Meraki is already reaping a lot of profits. So, sa ngayon, okay, pag pinakita natin siya dito, yan. Okay. So ngayon, may mga predictions tayo. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. So kung sakaling mag-bear market, sige, give or take natin 90 days before recovery, then we might be able to really see that in play. No? But the question is, what's the news today? Why the market is a little bit shaky and we've been predicting this already. Sabi ko sa inyo, di ba? Look at the macro, look at the fundamentals, okay? Because we are now entering a regulatory development. Okay, including to the with the Genius and Clarity. We've been talking about Genius and Clarity for quite some time. Okay, at ito yung nakakatawa sa inyo. Okay, is ayaw nyo pag-usapan to. Okay, ngayon pinag-uusapan nyo naman. Hindi ko kayo magets. So 2 weeks ago, pinredict natin to. 2 weeks ago, we've been talking about this, and we've been talking about this for 2 weeks straight. Okay, pinag-uusapan natin na ito. Kahit walang nanonood, walang interesado. Pag narinig nila, ito yung news, etc. Hindi tungkol sa XRP, hindi tungkol sa mga trending tokens. Ayaw na nila makinig. So, this actually made the Sol and Doge up by 8% and 6% sa kalagitnaan, okay? Kahit na sa kalagitnaan tayo ng concerns over the tariffs. Okay? And yung UK BTC natin na selling na nangyayari. So, CBTC steadily is going through the trenches of 118 back to 117, tapos balik na naman ng 119, tapos 118 ulit. After reaching the 123,000 last week, na pinredict din natin na will not go to 124. Kahit may nagko-comment dun sa comment section natin na sinasabi niya, hindi sure yan, magwa 124, yan na yung next. This time for real na daw, sure na daw talaga to. So, hindi naman nangyari. Awan ko kung ano yun, ano yung niya, source niya, trust me bro, hindi natin alam. Pero I'm not here to scrutinize. What I'm saying is, I want you guys to discern, okay? Have this strong discernment or yung tinatawag na spirit of discernment. Okay? Kasi mahirap yung trust me bro, hindi sure na to. This time it's serious. So, mahirap yun Okay, because nakasalalay dito yung pera, tapos may nakakakita ng mga comments or may naaakita ng sinasabi ko ngayon or nakakarinig rather ng sinasabi ko ngayon. So, big shoutouts kay Ninoy, kay Sir Mac, big shoutouts sa inyo. Yan. Pati kay Ryan, big shoutouts. Yan. So why am I saying this? Is because also, we can tie this up to the news of the Ethereum. Last 2 weeks ago lang, we've been predicting this. Ngayon gusto niyo na pag-usapan yung Ethereum. So Ethereum remains flat over the 24 hours at around 3,700 and up to 27 dun sa after ng 27 weekly produce natin kung ano yung naging outcome natin for that one. So 57% up naman siya for monthly. Tapos we saw a driven reason nito is about the record ETF inflows na nangyari. Okay, so this has driven a lot of institution. Okay? While the news are saying during that time, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 months ago, I've been talking about Ethereum. Okay? Sinasalpa ko siya sa XRP. Pwede nyo panoorin yung mga videos ko about it. Okay? May makikita ay Solana. Pag may mga Solana yan, etc. Nababanggit ko yung Ethereum dito. So, dito binanggit ko yung Ethereum. Dito binanggit ko yan, Genius. So, 3 weeks ago. Diba? Ito yung mga proof natin. Resibo to lahat ng pinaghihirapan natin. Sabihin sa inyo, walang interesado. 200 views lang, 100. Ito nga yung pinakamalalang na pinredict ko na nangyari na ngayon. Ito na, nangyayari na siya. No one is interested. So, yeah. Tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, big shoutout sa mga maluma dito. Mga matatagal na dito, mga matatanda na. Big shoutouts kay Eggsy. Matanda na si Eggsy na. Big shoutouts kay, kay Nino yan. Ay, kay Jepoy yan. Big shoutouts. Okay, so tulad nga sinabi ko sa inyo guys, we've been talking about Ethereum for quite some time. Mabilis lang itong live natin. So, lang ihabol sa inyo yung mga nangyayaring news ngayon. Huwag kayong kakabahan. Okay, we've been predicting this. We want this. We've been waiting for this. Okay? Huwag nyo masyadong tignan yung mga alts nyo. What I want you to do is to take action. Okay? The market is so generous. It's giving you a chance to get into the market, which is the prime prices for altcoins. Not with Bitcoin. You already missed out the Bitcoin. What I want you is to take action on altcoins once you see a bottom market for alts. And I've been teaching you guys how to really navigate altcoins dito and navigate price dump or sabihin natin bottom pricing sa mga alts natin. Okay, so ngayon with the total market cap nag-hit tayo ng 4.04 trillion earlier today. Okay, now slightly down ng 4.01 for crypto. Okay, with a 253 billion in trading volume, which is very healthy, no? Kung i-fraction natin, magkano ba yung 253 versus sa 4.3 trillion, no? Or 4.0 trillion. Ilan ba yung dormant doon? So, let's cancel that out. Lagay natin doon yung yung 23 billion or 0.25 trillion. Diba? It's still very relatively popular. Kumbaga masasabi ko dito na may move na nangyayari. Okay. So, now I want to tell you guys, okay, yung doon sa thumbnail natin, i-reveal ko siya sa end ng live natin na to. Okay, so you stick around. Mag-like, mag-share, subscribe, tagtarin nyo yung chat nyo ng 3. Okay, number 3 or awesome. Okay? So, ito na. Major trade headlines natin. Pinakita ko yun ng alpha nung kamakailan about doon sa ating magiging prediction of nung 4 days ago. Sinabi ko sa inyo ano yung mangyayari. So ngayon yun na yung topic ngayon. Okay? Ako alpha, sinasabi ko sa inyo. Pag nagbigay ako ng chismis sa inyo, lalabas yan 4 weeks from now. Tinapractice ko na ngayon na sana 3 days from now, 4 days from now. It's just that I don't really trust you guys that you will take accountability and action pag nakita nyo yung alpha. Okay? So, binibigay ko na yung alpha sa inyo ng medyo late para makita nyo na, uy, nangyari nga ng mabilis. Hindi yung katulad nito, 4 weeks na nakaraan, tsaka pa lang nangyayari. 1 month na nakaraan, ngayon pa lang nangyayari. So, I don't want to do that anymore as much as possible. But also, I'm thinking about your character. Diba? Kasi we're here for character development. I want you guys to build your character. Okay, kill the old version, then create a new one. So with this one, what I'm saying, okay, sinasabi ko lang, huwag ma-hurt. Okay, na ito 4 days ago, ngayon ito na yung pinag-uusapan. Okay, ito yung tinatawag na resume. Okay, so upcoming US tariffs with the Trump administration set to impose tariffs starting sa August 1, and reports sa UK considering to sell their Bitcoin na na-seized. Okay? So ngayon, 190 na naman tayo. The question is this true liquidity? We have to really think about it. Okay? Once we see that this price, atong volume natin, pati itong smart money natin, bumagsak dito sa red line na to, habang nakaangat pa rin yung price. I don't like that. Okay, kasi when it happen, we always have a follow-up pump tas biglang magdadump. Okay? So, yun yung ayokong mangyayari. Wait lang, nagalaw natin Fibonacci. Okay, so yun man tayo nagbabago ng Fibonacci, ito pa rin naman. Okay, so ganun din dito. So, yan. Makikita natin yung kung bumulusok yan. Pag bumulusok yan, TP muna tayo guys. Okay? Take profit tayo yung profit, hindi yung take buong kapital na pinasok nyo doon sa asset na yun. Kung may profit na, nag-profit na, nag-rip na, take profit. Tapos i-rebuy nyo yung profit na yun doon sa same asset na yun pag strong yung fundamentals. Okay? So now, we're looking at the major trade headlines. I have a specific date prediction, but noorin nyo na lang yung specific date kasi haba yung topic natin. Ayoko magbigay ng date ngayon kasi pag binigay ko, kailangan ko i-explain. So, I don't wanna give that kind of content creatorship sa inyo. So, next is the regulatory developments na nangyayari ngayon sa market. Okay, there is a regulatory developments including yung passage natin for the clarity of Genius. So, our Genius topic has been going around dito for 4 weeks already. Saan na ba yun? Ito, 1, Genius. Tapos, sunod-sunod na Genius, ano yan videos. Ano na. Sunod-sunod na Genius videos yan Ito, 3 weeks ago. Ito din. Pangalawa. Tapos, siningit ko ulit dito. So, sunod-sunod to, actually. So, why am I saying that? Is because this is the clarity and regulatory shift na nangyayari sa cryptocurrency. Then also, we're talking about the anti-CBDC surveillance state acts are seen as a positive for Bitcoin institution prospects through macroeconomic factors remaining as a concern pa din. Okay, so ano ibig sabihin nun? Nevertheless, we're like trying to really target to be decentralized. It's just that it's not something that is unavoidable. No? Meron pa rin talaga magte-take advantage ng good things that the cryptocurrency can offer and put it in a wrong thing na gawain. So, sa banking, ganun din naman. It's just that the wrong things are only accessible by the elites. Diba? So, dito sa crypto, ayaw nila kasi yung buong tao pwedeng gawin, kaya nilang gawin. Okay? It's just that wala pa silang nakikitang loophole, wala pa silang nakikitang something na pwedeng pagkakitaan or talagang gatasan or sabihin natin cash cow na sila lang yung may access at sila pa lang yung nakakaalam. Hindi pa nila to i-materialize. Okay, so yun yung nakikita ko with the mixed markets. So for now, it's very reasonable for us to really retrace this level. So balik tayo sa 4 hours kasi dito malinaw siya. Okay, so we want this level to go here. We want a level around above 112k. Kumbaga mabilis na flash out lang. Kumbaga mabilis ang flash out siguro. Tsaka natin makita tong price na to really retest the level of 118, which is the true value of this kumbaga yung true volume na tinatawag or true price action din. Kasi we believe that this is not, because this is just to scoop out those longs. I mean, this mga nagsi-short dito sa level na to. Mga nag-early short, kala nila panalo na sila, biglang nadali. So, ganun din yung mga nag-long pa dito, doon nadali. So, yan. Ganyan. Okay? So, ngayon, gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, may mga iba-ibang news pa tayo. Katulad kay Michael Saylor, strategies, or MStrat. Then we also have like crypto market experiencing a meme coin super cycle round 2. Okay, but not as strong as nung super cycle 1 nung December and January. We don't see that anymore. But nagpakawala ako ng meme kanina or nung kamakailan, pero kanina nagmanifest na. Kumikita naman na siya, nag times 2 na rin sa Meraki. Okay, if you're interested, you can always join by going to our description down below. Tapos, meron din tayo sa Solana, no? Nag-surpass na naman po tayo, another 100 billion market cap, and a 200 price milestone, milestone. Tapos, we are leading a rally among major altcoins and fueling the explosive growth. So, ibig sabihin nun, ilalagpasan po natin yung mga important assets. So, but this is very evident why. It's because Ethereum is already pumping. Now, Solana is following. So, it's very obvious. Right? It really has to happen. It needs to happen. It's because that's the way of Solana. Now, to drain the liquidity of Ethereum by not being the L2, but resolving the problems of Ethereum. Diba? Parang ganun. So now, I wanna focus on the asset na sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. So ito yung asset na yun. Hindi Doodle, okay? Hindi Doodle. Kahapon Doodle yun. Ito yung gusto kong fokusan nyo. Hindi rin Momo. Okay, baka sabihin nyo Momo eh. Ito. Okay, Ina. So, medyo is going there already. Anything that you do here, from here, maglong kayo, longin nyo, bahala kayo sa buhay nyo. Pero mas maganda may bag kayo sa ilalim. Okay, because this might be the last for us to see this asset to be at that level. Okay? Kasi when we were talking about Ina, nandito din. Meron tayong talks about sa Ina dito sa 0.2. Okay, meron din tayo dito sa 25 cents, of course. That was way back when market is really boring. So, yeah. So, we need to revenge on Ina. Because we have a lot of Ina too. Okay, it's because this is institutional adoption. And we want Ina, of course. Definitely. We've been trying to talk about Ina for quite some time. Okay. But moreover, the reason why we want Ina is because this is RWA, no? So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, synthetic dollar or synthetic crypto. So yan synthetic dollar protocol called USDE aims to be a crypto native alternative to traditional stablecoins. Sabihin na lang natin ito yung V2 ng mga stablecoins. Okay, pero I'm not really sure if this is going to resolve the problem of stablecoins. Because we want anonymity, no? Yung USDT is it's more of like banking centralized control. Okay, it is compliant to MiCA, so we don't want that, no? As a person who is very careful with our personal information data, if I transferred 1 billion of diba? 1 billion of dollars sabihin natin, ang mangyari is alam na nila kung sino yun. Ako na yun. Parang ganun. So, with the Ina, I think we're trying to do synthetic. Okay? So, it's still in a progress na para magawa natin to. Na talagang masabi nating anonymous talaga. Pero for now, the only asset that I really think that is fully anonymous is XMR. No? So, that is why XMR is really pumping when it really was trying to do a good move. So I really think XMR is one of those assets, no, na talagang magpa-perform really good on this coming cycle, especially when we see anonymity is going to be scarce, no, and cybersecurity is going to be in demand. Yan, XMR is going to be one of those assets na will really perform really good up this coming bull run. And big shoutouts kay Reynold, pati kay Dong, pati kay Innocentes. So, yun lang guys. Wala na ako masyado i-share sa inyo. Mabilisan live lang to para lang maihabol ko kayo sa mga nangyayari, okay? So, big shoutout sa mga nandito. Big shoutout sa inyong lahat. And sa mga nanonood, bago kayo umalis, mag-like and share, subscribe, and please, okay? Big shoutouts kay Damon. Guys, chismis lang ang lahat ng yun. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuhin, at kilusan. Nang sa gayon, ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre, stay awesome. Goodbye guys.